Golden Soror Margo M Baines was initiated in the Beta chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on June 6, 1970, while attending Roosevelt University, Chicago, Illinois. Her inspiration to become an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman began very early in her life, influenced by an older neighbor who was an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. She looked up to her neighbor and liked who she was, what she did, and what she stood for. Later in life, when she was in college, Soror Margo was mentored by a very good friend, an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, and so the influence of Alpha Kappa Alpha continued. Soror Margo's mentor saw the AKA qualities in Soror Margo and told her she did not have a choice but to become an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. During her time at Roosevelt, Alpha Kappa Alpha never left her mind nor her heart. She and 7 other young ladies attended a rush in the winter of January 1970. Their journey to AKA was about to begin. They composed a strong line of 8 seeking membership in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. They received their pearls, spring 1970. The rest was history, as they began their lifelong membership in our esteemed sorority. As a member of Beta Chapter, Soror Margo served as Tamiokas. In this role, Soror Loretta H. King was her mentor, whom she will always be thankful to for ensuring her success. Upon graduation, Soror Margo transferred to Theta Omega Chapter. When Soror Margo became a soror, she felt honored and privileged to be a member of the first sorority for college-educated Black women, and as a member of an organization of Black women with a very storied history beginning with our founders, she knew too her parents were proud of her membership in an organization of many notable Black women with such a significant history. She was the first woman in her immediate family to become a sorority member. She bursts with pride as she now shares membership as an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman with her legacy daughter, Soror Jennifer Baines. Golden Soror Margo is grateful for her life and living to be able to achieve this level of celebrating 50 years of service in an organization she loves and reveres. She says the sorority has afforded her the opportunity to develop friendships in the sisterhood lasting a lifetime. So many of her sorors are not only sisters in the organization, but sisters of the heart. She was also so elated to be able to share this monumentous occasion with 4 of her line sisters. Of the 8 who were initiated, 2 are Ivies beyond the wall, 5 have maintained contact over the years, and 4 are active in chapters. 1, Soror Loretta Eadie Daniels, is a member of Theta Omega Chapter. She feels first and foremost we must never take membership in Alpha Kappa Alpha for granted. She thinks we should always work towards sustaining purposeful membership, maintaining the standards and vision for our organization, and ensuring Alpha Kappa Alpha's membership and legacy into perpetuity. Oh, to be an AKA because that's the only way. Never lose sight of who we are and why we are, always striving for excellence as we continue to serve all mankind in all areas of our society. Golden Soror Loretta Eadie Daniels was initiated in the Beta chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on June 6, 1970. She was introduced to Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority by a college classmate. Her immediate impression of members of the sorority was that they were hardworking, smart, and focused on their future. There are 7 others on her line. She is extremely proud to be a soror of Alpha Kappa Alpha and has many wonderful memories. Her parents were the primary and most important determining factors in her life, specifically her roles as wife and mother, and later as a lawyer and an elected circuit court judge of Cook County. However, the strong ties of her line sisters also had a powerful influence crossing all segments of her life. She is extremely grateful to her parents, her line sisters, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She's worked very hard to complete her educational objective. However, she does feel absolutely blessed to have reached the status of a Golden Soror of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Hello, I am Golden Soror Tony Roper Norrell. I attended Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee from 1969 to 1972. I was initiated into Pi Chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority December 1970. I first became interested in AKA freshman year. During the summer between freshman and sophomore year, I wrote many letters to chapter members as a way of getting to know them, and many of them returned my letters as a way of getting to know me. 50 years later, I still have those letters. In the fall, we were encouraged to visit and continue to get to know the chapter members. Rush parties were also hosted as a way of continuing that interest. Letters of invitation to the fall 1970 Ivy Leaf Club were hand-delivered by Sorors to the dormitories, knocking on doors and delivering, asking you to step into the hallway, and they gave you the envelope for you to read your letter. There were tears jumping and down, knee-shaking hugs. What a grand time it was. Our pledge line name was On the One 21. I think we had 21 active young ladies that were running around very busy for a 6-week pledge period. During that time, we bonded together as sisters, and that bond has lasted for 50 years. We now have 2 precious Ivies beyond the wall, but the remaining 19 of us still get together. And now, since COVID, we've had to be very creative, and so we are doing Zoom meetings and conference calls, and we've actually planned 3 wonderful Golden Soror celebrations that will be held virtually on Zoom. Before COVID, we always look forward to getting together in person, either at springtime for class reunions, during homecoming, or often at Boulay, where we would rent the entire floor in the hotel and stay together so we could laugh and talk and share memories all through the evening. I thought being pinned as an AKA would be my greatest AKA memory. However, when I had the honor and privilege of pinning my daughter, my legacy, Soror Jennifer, that was even a greater memory for me. I have 2 granddaughters, Madison and Eadie, and hopefully God will bless me with the opportunity to pin them as Sorors. I am very excited about being a Golden Soror. I remember watching my high school teacher, Janet Simpson, be honored in a boule in Indy probably over 26 years ago. Time really flies. I said a silent prayer at the time that one day I would be able to too be a Golden Soror. On the graduate level, I have been an active member in Lambda Tau Omega and Theta Omega chapters. Thank you to Soror Margo M Baines and Soror Denise Gresham Knox for bringing me into the fold in Theta Omega. It's a time in my life, after my husband's difficult journey with MS, that I needed the sisterhood desperately. And so I thank those Sorors for seeing that need and bringing me in. I also like to say a special shout out, if you will, to Soror Deborah Dangerfield, my own personal Ivy. I was her big sister years ago, Pi chapter at Fisk. Sorors, our motto, we help each other. I've been able to live that life, and I thank you, and I know that we will stay together always and forever. I love our sisterhood.